Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers, deja vu shock for Sonny at Joe's reveal, first a son hidden from him, now a grandson? General Hospital spoilers and rumors suggest that once Gio Palmieri's true identity is known, there will be a lot of anger, and not just from Gio himself. Once he's exposed as Brooke Lynn Chase's adult kid, his paternity will undoubtedly be disclosed, and Dante Falconeri and Sonny will be caught off guard. Dante and Sonny met after he shot Dominic Pirelli, who had come to Port Charles from New York covertly to bring the mobster to justice. But neither realized they were father and son until Olivia Quartermaine and Olivia Falconeri watched what happened and cried, "Sonny shot his own son." Sonny and Olivia were roughly the same age when Dante was created, as were Dante and Brooke Lynn at camp when Gio was conceived. Sonny was startled and saddened to learn that Dominic Pirelli was actually his son with Olivia, and that she had never told him she was pregnant with his child. Harrison Chase was much more supportive of Brooke Lynn after she acknowledged the truth, and he even promised to help find the child. Sonny supported Joe's education as a lifetime friend of the Cerullos after he tragically lost both of his parents. It will be revealed that he was adopted privately. Brooke Lynn has no idea that the attractive musician in his 20s she meets and interacts with every day is actually her adult son, but her mother knows. Lois Cerullo and Gloria Cerullo both know the truth, and because he was raised by a relative, they have kept up with him over the years. That's why Lois is taken aback when Brooke Lynn admits she told Chase everything except who her baby's father is. Given Chase and Dante's relationship, anything may have slipped. Still, Lois is shocked when she learns Chase has offered to investigate and seek for the child. She had just told Martin Gray that the truth would never be revealed. Someone is suspicious, actually, someone is nosy. Someone may discover the truth about Gio being Dante's son before Chase can investigate or Lois can make excuses. Lulu Spencer was skeptical that Sasha Gilmore Corbin actually Nina Reeves' daughter, and when she overheard the truth in the floating rib toilet, she blabbed. That was completely beyond of her control, but she made it her mission to destroy Nina's wedding and her life. Lulu works for Brooke Lynn, at least so far, and if she overhears a talk about the teen pregnancy, she'll look into it and possibly discover the truth. She'll probably tell Dante first, after finding he, Brooke Lynn, and Cody Bell were in camp together that year. A major setback for Dante, Sonny, Lois, Brooke Lynn, Chase, and Gio himself. The main reason Lois does not want Gio to be revealed as Brooke Lynn and Dante's kid is that she does not want his life to be ruined and him to feel deceived. Gio admired the Cerullo cousin who was his adopted mother, despite the fact that his father died in a conflict before his birth. Not to mention the explanations she'll have to give everyone, as well as the possibility of exposing Sonny's son, Dante, as the father, which may devastate Brooke Lynn. But, as it usually does, the truth comes out, whether it's Chase's failure to find matching records or Lulu's probing. Dante now understands how his father felt about him, which he will have to explain to Rocco Falconeri. For Sonny, it is a terrifying deja vu. GH spoilers, will Chase's next confession to Dante reveal secrets from their past? According to General Hospital teasers, Harrison Chase's revelation to Dante Falconeri that he is sterile and cannot have a baby with Brooke Lynn Quartermaine has set the stage for what happens next. Chase may be ready to spill his soul again, this time over Brooke Lynn's shocking admission that she had a baby as a teen and gave it up for adoption. But here's the real issue: Dante has a scorching secret of his own, and if Chase's next heart-to-heart reveals it, we could be in for a paternity twist that would destroy two families. Another confession looms. Chase is still hurting from his sterility revelation, and Brooke Lynn's gut-wrenching confessions make us believe he's not done dumping on his friend Dante. Chase is drowning in grief, remorse, and bewilderment as Brooke Lynn admits to having given up a baby years ago. Will it push him over the edge? Will he turn to Dante again, telling him how Brooke Lynn's history is ripping him apart? He might admit that he is concerned about their future, or that he is thinking about the child she abandoned. But Chase will have no idea he's walking into a minefield, because Dante has a history with Brooke Lynn that might blow this wide open. Dante wonders if her baby was his. Dante's poker mask may crumble if Chase delves too deeply. Dante and Brooke Lynn's youthful romance, long buried beneath layers of upheaval, may resurface. Dante has been the dependable cop we adore, but what happens if he discovers Brooke Lynn's mystery child is his? Imagine Chase ranting while Dante's mind rushes and he suddenly starts performing the arithmetic. Did their one-night stand result in a child that she never told him about? The time could be perfect, and if Dante begins to connect the dots, he'll find himself between a rock and a hard place, keep quiet to preserve his and their lives, or risk all to discover the truth. Family ties and tangled lies. If this secret baby bombshell goes off, the aftermath will be epic. Dante may struggle with addressing Brooklyn, but doing so could end Chase's marriage faster than a courtermine divorce. Brooklyn has kept this kid a secret for years. Will she stress out if Dante demands answers? Meanwhile, Chase may feel doubly violated if he discovers his wife and best friend share this past. And poor Lulu Spencer. How does Dante express this to her without digging a wedge deeper than the already existing chasm? On the next episode of General Hospital, Carly and Brennan explore their budding friendship. Alexis submits a request. Drew dislikes Nina's presence. Carly is realistic enough to know Brennan has secrets. He is WSB, after all, but she is unaware of his most recent one. What she and Brennan are focusing on is the quality time they spend together. Their slow burn romance is intensifying. As a result, expect Carly and Brennan to discuss their new connection. Are these two going to sink or swim? Brennan may wish to distance himself immediately, given that he is now recruiting Carly's daughter for the WSB. Will Brennan purposefully damage his relationship with Carly? That doesn't exactly sound like him. Knowing him, he and his double life will definitely focus entirely on his romance with Carly. The walls close in on Jason. Yikes! Is this implying that the PCPD knows Cyrus Renault is dead, or is it simply concerning his disappearance? Because that is the only way to explain why the walls are closing in on him. He should not have publicly threatened Cyrus, whether he was trying to protect his son. Because if something is amiss with Cyrus, the cops will not hesitate to bring him in for interrogation. Meanwhile, Jason's brother, Drew, is dealing with a different type of issue, and her name is Nina Reeves. Nina's presence irritates Drew. Why? Because she is a continuous reminder of how shady he truly is. Because she doesn't have time for him. Perhaps it's because he flirted and attempted to construct this great affair with Willow while still sleeping with her mother on several times. Something tells us she will be difficult to get rid of. Connections and requests. According to the teasers, Jordan and Portia are connected. For the record, we would like this to be about TJ. After all, TJ is Jordan's son and a doctor, and Portia is the co-chief of staff, thus she is his supervisor. He's missing, and it'd be nice if a couple of the characters mentioned where he is. However, this is most likely about Curtis, who is becoming obsessed with taking down Drew. Should his current wife and his ex-wife compare notes? Is this about something else entirely? Finally, Alexis had to deal with learning that Sam had been slain. She may now know Cyrus murdered her daughter. When Alexis makes a request, who does she ask and what is the nature of the request? General Hospital spoilers. Brooklyn's baby secret stuns Chase. The results are massive. General Hospital spoilers reveal all in the February 20th episode. Brooklyn Courtemaine startled everyone, including her husband, by revealing a long-held secret. She and Chase had an open discussion regarding the latter's medical situation, and he was very sorry. BLQ couldn't handle it any longer and revealed that she had previously given birth. What's the true twist? According to GH authors, it will leave a trail of destruction throughout Port Charles. Dive in. General Hospital spoilers reveal Joe's identity. Brooke and Chase's drama will have repercussions. GH co-head writers Elizabeth Cortez and Chris Van Etten indicate that the mystery will involve Lois, Gio, Dante, and Lulu. On the show, Lois surprises attorney Martin Gray by confessing that Brooklyn and Dante have a child together. The child is Gio Palmieri, who has been staying at the Courtemaine estate for the entire time. What about Chase? Cortez and Van agree he's, rightly furious, not at Brooklyn, but at the situation. The character also feels terrible for his wife for going through so much physically and emotionally. After all, BLQ had to give up her only biological kid because Chase's condition prevented her from having another. Heartbreaking? Absolutely. However, the story does not finish here. Brooke Lynn was persuaded to believe that strangers had adopted her kid, but this was not true. Brooke has been lied to, and Lulu smells a scandal. Lois and Brooke Lynn have long kept this secret, with able assistance from Gloria, the trio reveals. In fact, the couple kept the kid within the family, giving him to a distant Chirulo relative. Brooke Lynn has no idea that her long-lost son grew up right before her eyes, she says. We doubt that BLQ will forgive Lois for this. So, what comes next? Now that Lulu knows Brooke Lynn and Chase are unable to conceive, she is determined to investigate further. The writers tease, Lulu would stop at nothing to bring it to light. Lois and Brooke Lynn be damned. Will Lulu reveal the truth, or keep it to herself? Can Chase handle Brooke Lynn having a child with Dante? Willow's shocking pregnancy, who is the father of her baby? Port Charles is never short of drama, and Willow Corinthos appears to be in one of her most complex positions ever. Recent discoveries indicate she may be pregnant, but with an unexpected twist. If she is further along than she thought, the question of paternity becomes a serious concern. Is her husband Michael Corinthos the father? Could it be Drew Quartermaine, the man she's had a secret relationship with? Willow's dilemma, who should she tell? Willow's life would be turned upside down after she learned she was pregnant. If she is unsure about the father's identity, she will struggle to decide whether or not to notify Drew. That decision becomes even more difficult if she learns another tragic truth: Drew has been sleeping with her mother, Nina Reeves. Learning about the betrayal would most likely lead her to claim Michael as the father, regardless of what a DNA test revealed. If Willow remains unaware of Drew and Nina's affair, she may decide to raise the kid with Drew but not reveal her pregnancy until she knows who the father is. The secrecy and confusion surrounding the situation will undoubtedly cause pandemonium, making it impossible for Willow to make the correct decision. Willow's paternity test, will Nina interfere? Willow will seek clear answers by undergoing a paternity test at General Hospital. Nina, fearful that the kid is Drew's, may take severe measures to guarantee that the outcome is in Michael's favor. What's her reasoning? She believes Drew is bad for Willow and will use the baby to maintain control over her. Nina's best-case scenario is that Michael is declared the father. If the test results don't prove it, she might pull strings to make sure they do. In her mind, she is protecting Willow and doing what is best for everyone, even if it means concealing the truth. The truth always comes out when the findings arrive. Willow will believe Michael is the father, as Nina intended. That conclusion would push her further away from Drew, making it simpler for her to end their relationship entirely. Drew, on the other hand, is unlikely to accept the results at face value. If he suspects something is wrong, he may request another test or conduct his own investigation. Michael, meanwhile, will be taken aback by the news that he is expecting another kid. However, if Drew continues to investigate the truth, Nina's entire strategy may collapse, resulting in serious consequences for everyone involved. What's next? Willow's pregnancy could be a game-changer, pushing Michael, Drew, and even Nina to face some difficult realities. How would Willow respond if the truth about her father is revealed? Will Drew battle for his role in the baby's life? And what happens to Nina if her manipulation is discovered? What are your thoughts? Could Willow actually be pregnant? Would Nina go so far as to influence the results? And how will Michael and Drew deal with the fallout? General Hospital spoilers: Jason takes the fall, while Aunt Stella assists Curtis. General Hospital spoilers suggest that the final week of February sweeps will end the month on a high note. Cyrus' reign of terror came to an end last week when Joss took his own life. While Lucky remains in the hospital, the PCPD is looking for Cyrus. However, they are too little and too late. Unfortunately, Jason is an easy scapegoat. Meanwhile, Drew is widely regarded as the town's public enemy number one, and action is imminent. Here's what's going on at General Hospital. Jason is back at the PCPD. After Anna let him go, he promised her that he would not pursue Cyrus. General Hospital watchers are aware that he paid Sam a visit at the grave before arriving at Drew's new home. Jason tried to mediate a truce between the two for the sake of their children, but the congressman wasn't listening. The promo video depicts Jason at the PCPD asserting his innocence to Diane, who wonders who would try to frame him. Another scene shows a shaken-up Joss talking to Anna about Jason being detained, pleading with her that she knows he didn't do it. Will seeing Jason being detained for the crime she committed push her over the edge? Brennan wants her to work for the WSB as an agent, but will she agree after feeling misled by what happened? Aunt Stella comes through for Curtis. If there's one thing you can count on Aunt Stella to do, it's stand up for her family. Curtis requested for her assistance with a congressman she knows, and it appears she will comply. The General Hospital promo video depicts Curtis and Aunt Stella conversing in the hospital. She wants Drew to get his well-deserved punishment. Meanwhile, Trina and Kai are forming a stronger bond. They've leaned against one another, and as she falls onto his lap, they'll kiss. Sasha's unexpected pregnancy journey. Will the baby arrive early? Sasha Gilmore Corbin has once again found herself in the center of a dramatic turn in Port Charles. Her recent encounter with private investigator Elaine Smith may have appeared innocent at first, but it turns out Elaine had a secret goal. Using her cute dog, Mavis, as a diversion, Elaine skillfully acquired crucial information from Sasha, including her pregnancy and delivery date. Will Sasha's baby arrive sooner than expected? Sasha announced that her baby is due on July 23rd, but longtime soap opera viewers know that newborns rarely come on time in Port Charles. Given that her first kid, Liam Corbin, was born preterm, there is concern that history may repeat itself. If this is the case, Sasha may find herself in labor much earlier than expected, potentially around the 4th of July. The timing could result in an explosive situation, both physically and metaphorically. While the rest of town watches fireworks illuminate the night sky, Sasha's world could be flipped upside down. A dramatic early birth could add tension, emotion, and unanticipated changes to her already complicated life. Could Jason Morgan be the one to deliver Sasha's baby? Jason Morgan's involvement is an important aspect of this pregnancy tale. He's been pretending to be the baby's father, but could that position become permanent? If Sasha becomes distressed and Jason is by her side, it may pull them closer together in unexpected ways. A high-risk emergency birth might be a watershed moment for the two of them. If Jason is the one to deliver the baby, it may be the start of a deeper relationship between them, one that could grow into something more than just an arrangement. Will this unexpected bond develop into a genuine romance, or will their relationship remain completely platonic? Will Sasha's baby's birth be as traumatic as Liam's? Sasha's last pregnancy was filled with tragedy, as she tragically lost Liam shortly after his delivery. That heartbreaking loss continues to haunt her, and as she prepares to receive another child, the memories weigh hard on her mind. There is a residual dread that she will experience problems again, especially if external stressors or an unexpected emergency force her into early delivery. If that happens, Sasha and the followers who have followed her path may experience an emotional roller coaster. What's next for Sasha? As Sasha continues to navigate her pregnancy, she will have to cope with not only her concerns, but also the consequences of her encounter with Elaine and Mavis. Elaine feels guilty as a result of the dog tragedy, and this stress may have an impact on her health. Will she be able to bring her baby to full term, or will an unexpected catastrophe derail everything? One thing is certain, Sasha's journey to motherhood will be everything but smooth. Will she have the joyful ending she deserves, or will tragedy strike again when she least expects it? What are your thoughts? Will Sasha's baby arrive early? Could Jason be the one to deliver the child? Will this pregnant tale lead to a deeper relationship between them? General Hospital spoilers and preview for the week of February 24, 2025, Jason is in trouble and Jocelyn panics. General Hospital spoilers and previews for the week of February 24, 2025, include some murder accusations against Jason Morgan. However, Jocelyn Jacks and Anna Devane work together to keep him out of prison. Meanwhile, Stella Henry brainstorms new ways to bring down Drew Quartermaine. Finally, Trina Robinson and Kai Taylor share an experience that may set them up for eternity. Oh my goodness! General Hospital spoilers and preview, Stella vs. Drew, Trina, and Kai get close. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Stella Henry is a formidable opponent. Curtis Ashford had a special Valentine's Day conversation with his aunt at the Savoy. She now has a game plan. Furthermore, in the preview, she informs Curtis, "I have a way for you to take down Drew. Watch out, DQ." In another portion of Port Charles, Trina Robinson has been growing close to Kai Taylor. While working at the art gallery, she teeters on a ladder, resulting in our hero catches heroine scene. Kai arrives just in time to catch her, and they nearly kiss. However, something or someone may ruin this lovely moment before it blooms. Jason Morgan is under fire this week after being falsely accused of killing Cyrus Renaud. Unfortunately, Jason appears to be the ideal culprit because he issued a public threat against the Digitalis killer. Remember those bold words, "Nobody would ever find his body"? Poops. Jocelyn freaks out. Will Anna cut to the present? Diane Miller grills the ex-gangster, asking, "Who would frame you?" Furthermore, the man may not know the answer, but we certainly do. It's Jocelyn. But she's keeping that tiny tidbit to herself for now. Interestingly, Jocelyn confronts Anna at the police station, determined to clear Jason's name. Jason did not do it. She insists, urging Anna to trust her. But she freezes when Anna asks her the obvious question, "How can you be so sure? Did Joss dig her own grave?" The aftermath of Cyrus' murder is getting wild, and we're loving every minute of it. Kevin's fate is hanging in the balance. Will he be Cyrus' next target? Tension is building in Port Charles, and it appears that Laura Collins is ready to receive catastrophic news. Meanwhile, doctors Portia Robinson and Isaiah Gannon will battle to save a life at General Hospital. The big question is whether the patient in danger is Kevin Collins himself. Kevin's dangerous interference, could it cost him his life? With Cyrus Renaud back in town and his evil intentions barely veiled, the threat level is greater than ever. He has a growing list of possible victims, and Kevin may find himself in the crossfire just by being in the wrong location at the wrong moment. If Kevin is at the hospital when Cyrus makes his move, he may observe something inappropriate, such as Cyrus injecting a victim or leaving a hospital room after an attack. The scenario could play out in two terrifying ways. Kevin could be the intended target all along, or he could try to intervene and become collateral damage. If he catches Cyrus in the act and tries to stop him, he could be injected with a lethal substance, possibly Digitalis, or attacked in another way. If it occurs, the next question is whether he survives or becomes another victim of Cyrus' reign of terror. Has Cyrus disabled the hospital's security cameras? This would not be the first time the General Hospital's security procedures failed at a critical time. Cyrus, who previously controlled GH as its administrator, is certainly still capable of manipulating the system to his advantage. If he disables the surveillance cameras, perhaps by looping a static feed or turning them off completely, he may be able to carry out his attack unnoticed. Viewers recently witnessed Cody Bell and Molly Lansing Davis imprisoned on the hospital rooftop, and Cody discovered that no one appeared to be viewing the security cameras. That minor detail may not have seemed noteworthy at the time, but it could be an indication that something much larger is in motion. If Cyrus has managed to blind the hospital's security crew, his possible victim or victims will be unable to see him coming. Could Elizabeth be the target instead? Another scenario is that Kevin discovers Cyrus in the midst of an attack on someone else, possibly Elizabeth Weber. Cyrus has made it known that he retains grudges, and Elizabeth has previously crossed paths with him. If Kevin tries to prevent an attack on Elizabeth, he may end up paying the price himself. Whether he is the direct target or simply a hero in the wrong place at the wrong time, his fate may hang in the balance. Will Kevin live or die? As Portia and Isaiah hurry to save their patient, the mystery remains, who is on the operating table? Could it be Kevin, or has Cyrus moved on to another victim? If Kevin survives, will he sustain long-term damage or trauma? To add to the suspicion, John Lindstrom, who plays Kevin, has recently signed on for a part in CBS News soap Beyond the Gates. Because that show competes directly with General Hospital, ABC may opt to write Kevin off forever. If that's the case, Kevin's fate could be sealed, and his story could finish tragically. However, with current streaming and DVR capabilities, fans can watch both shows, so Kevin might still stay in Port Charles, albeit in a limited capacity. What's next for Kevin? Kevin's future remains uncertain, as the stakes have never been higher. Will he survive Cyrus' most recent attack, or will Port Charles lose another beloved character? And if he survives, how will this near-fatal experience affect him in the future? One thing is certain, danger is lurking at General Hospital, and not everyone will escape unhurt. Tabyana Ali of General Hospital gives an eye-opening look at being on a soap opera. Tabyana Ali responded to a question she receives frequently from General Hospital fans. Tabyana Ali is responding to her followers' urgent questions. They want to know what it's like to work on a soap opera, and the General Hospital star has finally answered that question in a new social media post. She wanted to give them a glimpse into everyday life, and it's not as simple as it appears. Day in the Life Ali has shared a new reel on Instagram. One of the most frequently asked inquiries is about her experience on a soap show. So she finally addressed that burning question for her admirers. Ali looked warm as she sat in bed with a cup of tea. While she considers herself fortunate to be a part of the ABC soap, she acknowledges that it is not always easy. It's probably one of the greatest gifts I have ever received, and then I realized that God was actually laughing at me because I didn't book a show, she said. I scheduled a boot camp. Soap operas are not for the faint of heart. There are days when they film 1 to 5 episodes. On average, soap actors film 10 scenes in an hour. They have a lot of material to cover, and they only have one take to get it right. Ali calls the soap opera genre the best acting school there is because you are thrown to the wolves. Ali is glad for the opportunity to be a part of the program, despite the effort required. She is happy for the opportunity to share her numerous gifts and develop new skills. I'm grateful to be part of General Hospital, not just as an actor but as a writer, director, and communicator, she added. Then she shared some words of advice with budding performers. She warned students not to overlook soaps. They'll teach you more about the craft and yourself than you ever imagine, Ali said. Her caption read, "Being on General Hospital has been such a wonderful ride. I'm very grateful to the cast, crew, and all of you for making this experience even more amazing. I love being a part of this family." GH admirers shared their thanks in the comments area. Red Hartwell said, one fan commented. Another user concurred, writing, "This was so beautifully said. Well done." Some people are impressed by how effortless soap actors make it appear. You make it look easy, but you're actually roughing it from the start. Wow! I had no idea how much work went into airing a daily soap. Several fans pointed out that several of Hollywood's best actors, including those vying for Oscars this year, began their careers in soap operas. This genre could lead to some fantastic chances. What are your opinions on what Ali said about her daily life as a soap actor? What surprises you? Let us know in the comments section. Elizabeth's life hangs on a thread as Cyrus strikes. Elizabeth Baldwin is in severe danger, and Cyrus Renaud appears to be preparing to make his move. With suspicions mounting regarding his role in the Digitalis murders, Cyrus regards Elizabeth as a menace that must be destroyed. His attack will be fast, methodical, and designed to ensure she never exposes him. Cyrus launches a deadly attack. Cyrus will not risk Elizabeth informing the authorities about what she knows. He waits for the ideal moment, when she is alone, vulnerable, and not expecting him. The attack could take a number of different forms. Will he use a knife? A gun? Or will he use a more subtle but equally fatal way, injecting her with Digitalis right there? Given Cyrus' history, he will not want Elizabeth to have a fighting chance. If he can get her to the hospital, he may be able to manipulate the circumstances even further to ensure she does not leave GH alive. Lucky Spencer races against time as Elizabeth's life hangs in the balance. Lucky Spencer discovers her unresponsive, possibly barely breathing or already dead. In a panic, he'll take her to General Hospital, where doctors Portia Robinson, Terry Randolph, and Isaiah Gannon will do everything they can to rescue her. What is the prognosis? Grim. Lucky is devastated, knowing who is behind this. But he also knows Cyrus isn't done yet. Cyrus intends to finish the job. When Cyrus learns that Elizabeth is still alive, his rage will be palpable. This wasn't part of his strategy. She was meant to be gone. With her still clinging to life, he is forced to take matters into his own hands once more. Cyrus will make his way to General Hospital, determined that Elizabeth will never recover consciousness. But Lucky, knowing the type of man he is dealing with, is prepared for him. A deadly confrontation. Who will win? Lucky and Cyrus face off in a tussle for control of the digitalis syringe. One action might mean life or death, not just for Elizabeth, but for anyone receives the lethal amount. Who will win? Will Lucky be able to overcome Cyrus and defend Elizabeth? Or will Cyrus permanently silence her? One thing is certain, Port Charles is set to witness one of its most heated battles yet. Jason asserts his innocence. Jason assures Anna he can show he wasn't at Cyrus' cabin, while Carly is worried about her new relationship and Drew threatens Nina. Drew tells Nina, it's either get on board, or you lose Willow. Weekly teasers show that Nina's presence irritates Drew, and it appears like he's emotionally blackmailing Nina into joining Team Drew, or he'll build a gap between her and Willow. Trina tells Kai, see what happens when you take a chance, while Jordan tells Portia, I'm having a hard time trusting the news myself. It's likely that she didn't buy Cyrus' confession concerning his misdeeds. Ms. Wu tells Brad, one way or another, your debt will be paid. Is this related to Brad hooking up Cody and Ms. Wu for a sure-thing bet that turned out to be everything but? Carly tells Brennan, if this is some kind of fling, it has to stop. It's conceivable Brennan told Carly that he's into her, and if so, she's putting a stop to it. Perhaps she is learning and refuses to rush into a new relationship. Jason emphasizes to Anna, I was never at Cyrus' cabin, and I can prove it. Yes, he was arguing with Drew when Cyrus was abducted by the WSB. However, it is unlikely that the crooked congressman will furnish an alibi for his estranged brother. And, let's be honest, with the cabin so spotless, 2 hairs left behind is a clear setup. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.